I'm doing some research for a new novel. Now, this one's going to be about what happens after the crap hits the fan, so to speak, and society starts to crumble, whether it be an economic collapse or the result of a terrorist attack. I'm really not sure yet. I'm still just in the beginning of it, but I'm doing some research on that. And something in my research has really struck me as quite surprising, and that has to do with ammunition. Uh, since the Sandy Hook tragedy, there's been lots of talk about gun control and restrictions on ammunition. Actually, in New York, where I live, laws like that have already been passed. Since then, people have been buying guns and ammunition like they're going out of style, which isn't terribly surprising, really. But what did surprise me is what kind of ammunition is the hardest to find and being the most sought after. And it's not the stuff for the AR-15s or the assault rifles or the 44 Magnums or the 357s. It's good old-fashioned 22 long rifle. I'm going to show you this is a 22 long rifle cartridge right here. You can see the little bitty bullet there in the shell casing here for the powder. It is a small, not very powerful round. It's fired from what's called a 22, which is usually the first gun that a child will learn how to shoot. I first shot a 22 rifle when I was 5 years old. Here is mine. Okay, this is it's hard to get in the whole picture. It's a little bitty gun. It's about 100 years old. I use it for hunting squirrels and raccoons. It is also good for shooting the crap out of tin cans. So I was kind of surprised to learn that such a modest round is the highest selling thing out there. Well, it turns out that amongst the prepper movement, if you've ever seen Doomsday Preppers or something like that on TV, you'll know what I'm talking about. The 22 long rifle round and the guns that shoot them, whether they be rifles or pistols, are thought to be the most versatile rounds out there. Because with them you can not only get dinner for your family by shooting a rabbit or a squirrel or even a deer if you need to. You can also protect your family with them. They're cheap rounds. You can carry 1,000 or 2,000 with you if you need to head to the hills. So that's kind of why they're sought out. But really the thing that struck me is, what does this mean for the rest of us? And I think it's kind of a dire notion of things to come. The problem is this: there is an ever-growing percentage of the population that thinks something bad is going to happen very soon. Okay, now it's easy to think that these people are just kind of nuts, or they're racist. President Obama gets elected for a second term, and these rednecks go out and buy all this ammunition. But if you think that, I think you're wrong, and I think you do so to your own peril and detriment. An ever-growing percentage of our population thinks that things are going to go bad soon, whether it be an economic collapse, whether it just be the fact that our government won't stop spending money until we run out of money, or a collapse of the electrical grid, or another terrorist attack, or attack on our a cyber attack on our banks and financial institutions. There's something bad is coming, and they are preparing, and a lot of them are preparing. Sometimes in human events, things kind of take on a momentum of their own, and so don't ignore this. Don't treat it as just a bunch of rednecks out there buying ammunition. You ought to pay attention to this, and maybe make some preparations of your own, or at least acknowledge that these people aren't kooks for doing this. What's the future going to hold? I hope these people are all wrong. I hope they buy a bunch of 22 shells and never need to use them. But there's a lot of people thinking that. What if they're not wrong? Till next time, SasquatchCamp.com. Thank you.